Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Hello my Nillykins. I have been wanting to do a YouTube video for a while now on how I got on to Floribama Shore. Now my casting tape has come out onto the Floribama Shore Instagram, so make sure you guys check that out. Maybe you guys want to go check that out before you continue watching this video. Let's just get right into it. So basically it was, I want to say around springtime 2017. I was living in Destin, Florida, living my best life with my roommate Scott. I absolutely love Destin, but I went to Panama City Beach about once a week to visit friends and family, and on the particular day that they found me, I was visiting my friend David Jones, who owns in the 850. It's a clothing company. I think he still does jet ski rentals, and me and my best friend Shayla, who, if you guys are huge fans of the show, know she's the one I drunk call all the time. She's the one that was hanging out with me the night I hunched Gus. She's a bad influence. I'm just kidding. I'm probably the bad influence on her. But we decided that we were going to go to the beach in Panama City because she was still living there at the time. But we wanted to go parasailing. And so we texted my friend David and we were like, hey, we want to go parasailing. Do you know anyone that does it? Because I know you have jet skis. We might rent some jet skis. And he's like, oh, just come down to this side of the beach. Because he had a beach set up. I think like right in front of a hotel where he did rentals. And we were already set up. We had our blankets and everything at this place called Schooners. It's like a local spot that everyone loves to go to. And we had already set up, you know, our camp there. But we were like, you know what? Let's go see David. We want to rent jet skis. So when we were on the way there, David texted me and said, hey, I might have to step away for a minute because I am interviewing with some people from MTV about my business. He kept it very short and vague, and I was like, oh, no worries. If you need to step away or if we need to leave, just let me know. We don't want to be in the way either. And so we get there and we're just catching up, chatting. Me and David have had history. I used to have the biggest crush on him. So we were just catching up like old friends. So these two MTV producers, or what I thought was the MTV producer, came to speak to David. And while the producers were kind of like talking and chatting with him, me and Shayla decided we wanted to go take one of those huge inflatable floaties out into the water. It was this huge flamingo. And we decided we wanted just to go lay on it in the water. Well, it was kind of choppy that day, so we were like getting like taken out by the freaking waves. We were falling everywhere. I think my top came off a couple times. I don't know. I look like a 100% PCB local. So when we came out of the water, the two producers asked if me and Shayla wanted to answer a couple questions about ourselves and would we be interested in interviewing just like David was. And I was like, you know what? I don't have much going on for me right now. I'm in the middle of a divorce. Like, I need a break, a vacation, summer vacation. Sounds great. It's gonna be in Panama City. I'm from here. I already know the ropes. Like, sure, why not? So that day we just chatted, exchanged information. Come to find out they worked for a company called 495 Productions. And you know me, I'm skeptical. I think I think everyone's out to get me. I thought they were gonna like kidnap me or something. So I googled them and found out that they were the same people that was the production company for Party Down South. I had never watched Party Down South at the time. I think I'd heard of it, but it was like, oh, this show lasted 5 seasons. I googled it. I was like, okay, it's legit. And then I see that they were also the production company that did Jersey Shore. And I was like, wow, okay, you know, this is like a legit thing. These people aren't gonna kidnap me and kill me. They're well known. So we scheduled an interview for the next day. I didn't have much going on. I was selling shots at a strip club. Disclaimer, I know that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day of how I used to get into that and what I used to do. But I was like, I don't have much going on for me right now. Let's just give it a shot. So I went the next day and I had on like a bodysuit with like these cute little pair of shorts, and my hair, I had my hair like, it was probably like this length with all these crazy blonde highlights in it. Not cute. If I could go back, I would never have my hair like that ever again. Just wasn't a good look for me. And it was fried to bits and pieces. So we scheduled the interview at a hotel pool. And it's a hotel slash apartment complex that I actually used to party at. And I used to live there for like 2 months. So I was like, okay, well, I at least know that there's security there. They can't just kidnap me. Still think that I'm gonna get kidnapped. So anyways, I go from Destin to Panama City to the hotel. It was called Lake Town Wharf. And we go out by the pool. And the guy that was filming the interview, I never looked at it as an audition because I never knew they were casting. I didn't know what it was. I was just interested to see where it could go. So I never once say it was an audition. I never signed up to audition. It was just an interview. I had no idea where it would lead. The guy filming the interview had his iPhone like this and was just filming it on his iPhone. So I'm like, this can't be that legit. Anyways, I was like, okay, whatever. But he had on a hoodie that said Last Chance U. And I know that is a Netflix documentary. So I was like, okay, he must have, I mean, he must be legit. I don't know. The hoodie, you know, gives it away, I guess. I don't know. So then the guy doing the interview, his name was Shogun. He was an executive producer for our season 1 and season 2 of the whole show. I didn't know he was like a big dog. I just thought he was like a producer scouting people. So we just chatted. It wasn't really like a, it was just so laid back and so chill. They were like, where are you from? What do you like to do for fun? How would your friends describe you? Who are your friends? Do you have any crazy videos? What's your most embarrassing moment? Are you single? And then I was like, you know what? Okay, this is like, I mean, this is chill. Like, I could do a couple more interviews. So I left there and I was like, that interview went great. I think I killed it. Like, I just have this big personality anyways. I did kind of think that maybe I was too like blah for what they were looking for because I had no idea what they were looking for, but I'm a lot for some people, so I didn't know if I was gonna be a lot for them. But I think it was like the very next day I was scheduled for a Skype interview. So basically the production company that's out of Burbank, California scheduled me a Skype interview and I was like, I don't have Skype. I guess I can like make a Skype thing, whatever. So then I remember I was sitting in my bed in my old apartment eating goldfish, doing my interview, and it was just so relaxed. They just wanted to know more about me and I just kept talking about myself. You know, I'm really good at that, so I just kept doing that. And then it was, I want to say the whole process from when they met me until I moved in was like 3 weeks. Now, a lot of my other castmates had been doing the interview process for a year. I think that they casted and recasted the show a couple times. From what I understand, I think I was the last one to get casted. So I didn't know that. At the time, I didn't know that they had a full cast already, that, you know, I was just basically kind of like maybe a fill-in or like maybe an alternate. I had no idea at the time that they had already like casted and recasted like 3 times. So anyways, I did my Skype interview, felt really good about it, and I think it was like a week later they were telling me my paperwork, they said that you've got to fill out all this paperwork, a background check, you got to submit your medical history, all this stuff, and the name on the paperwork said American Party. So the name of the show wasn't even supposed to be Floribama Shore. From what I thought it was going to be, it's going to be called American Party. So I'm like, okay, I like to party, you know, and you know, whatever. And so it's so funny because a lot of people are like, oh, you guys are like copying Jersey Shore. It's like, no, we were supposed to be American Party, and then the last day of filming, it was Floribama Shore. So I had like 3 or 4 more Skype interviews, and then I did not meet a single producer besides Shogun and Elin, the 2 that found me on the beach, until they were like, all right, you know, we like you, how about you come into Panama City, pack your stuff for the summer, and we're gonna do a couple more face-to-face interviews. And I'm like, okay. Well, then I call my mom and I'm like, Mom, look, this is what's going on, da da da. She's like, are you crazy? You're gonna pack up and go with these people that you don't know? And I was like, Mom, calm down, I think it's legit. And then they Googled it, they saw the paperwork, saw that it was legit. And so my mom felt a little bit better, but the good thing is, she's like, well, just give me your location on your phone. I'm an hour from Panama City. Like, I can come and get you if I need to. So the day that it was time to move to Panama City, I thought I was gonna be moving into the house and that was it. No. So then they move us into a hotel room and they take our phones and they're like, okay, this is the next part of the casting. You're gonna do face-to-face interviews. We're gonna see you in a bunch of different outfits. We're gonna, you know, do this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, but okay. So then it was like 3 days of camera interviews with like legit like 50-pound cameras and producers with all these walkie-talkies in their ears and like sound, like this whole sound thing. I'm like, okay, this is legit. Like, I don't think I'm casting for porn anymore. Like, I think this is legit. So then it was like, I think the 3rd day of being in the hotel room by myself, producers checking on me every once in a while. They fed us good. Like, they fed us breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They gave us alcohol, drinks, snacks, like all the snacks you could possibly eat. And so I was like, this is kind of relaxing. But on the 3rd day, I started going stir crazy. And I'm like, dude, please just tell me if I made it on this show or not. Like, I want to go home. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, just tell me. So then on the 3rd day, after meeting like 10 producers and all these people, they come into my room and they take me into the bathroom and they said, Nilsa, don't scream, but you are a part of the cast for this new show on MTV. And I'm like, I think I started crying because I was like, this is like legit. Like, I did not know how much my life would change, but I was like, dude, my life is gonna change. I don't know how, if it's gonna be good or bad, but it's about to change. And now looking back, it is so crazy that like I'm an honest believer that what's meant to be is gonna happen. And I'm also a big believer now in the right place at the right time, because if I just would have stayed on the beach where me and Shayla had originally set up our stuff, I would not be on TV, you know? I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be season 3 Floribama Shore. And it is so crazy to me how different my life is now than just being a shot girl at a strip club in Panama City Beach, not really doing much with her life, getting divorced at 23. Like, it was just crazy looking back where I am now to where the first day when I was on the beach with no makeup, my hair was a mess. Like, it is just so crazy to me. And then, like, not to mention, like, meeting my castmates. When I first met all of them, I was like, dude, do we realize that we're gonna get to, like, party for this whole summer for free? Like, and then, like, we're gonna get paid for it. Like, that's a plus, but, like, for free, a free house with free liquor and free food all day long. Like, I was like, dude, this is crazy. And then so here we are now, 3 seasons later, and I hope it lasts 10 more seasons because I love it. Some days I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do this anymore. But then I'm like, the opportunity that it's brought me and the voice that I have now compared to what I had then is like so incredible. And it is just so crazy how it happened. That's why I say you like never know where your life could go. So just keep trying and keep going. And if you want to do something, go out and do it, because you never know what could happen. Do you think I thought that day that I would be right here? No. So wake up every day, live it like it's your last, and freaking go kill it. If you get an opportunity, take it. You never know where it could lead.